It's the right-wing media machine versus that of the political left, or swift boating, the sequel. This week on the Election Post, with the presidential race heading into convention season, we look at the media machinations involving the Obama and McCain campaigns.
The Obama Nation by Jerome Corsi will debut at #1 in nonfiction.
These days, the media talk is about a book that hit the headlines as soon as it hit the bookshelves.
Did you tell the New York Times the purpose of the book is to defeat Obama?
This is a time when he was doing drugs, doing marijuana and cocaine. He was drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes.
Do we know if he ever sold drugs?
And Jerome Corsi's book that's called Obama Nation.
The Obama Nation was written by Jerome Corsi, who co-authored Unfit for Command in 2004, a book critical of John Kerry's record as a swift-boat naval commander in Vietnam. Although that book was riddled with falsehoods, it clearly damaged Kerry's candidacy and helped President Bush win a close election. This time, the Obama campaign was ready.
The Obama camp is now firing back, issuing a 40-page rebuttal titled Unfit for Publication.
Senator Obama and his campaign have taken the lessons of 2004 very much to heart. I think they clearly recognize that Senator Kerry was too slow to respond to the swift boat attacks. This time around, it's clear that they want to respond aggressively and quickly to each of these claims.
Obama's response also attacked the credibility of the author, detailing his previous anti-Muslim, anti-Catholic writings, his connections to white supremacist groups, and the shoddy so-called research in his books. But none of that could stop the book topping the New York Times bestsellers list.
And that in itself is a testament to the strength of right-wing infrastructure. You have Mary Madeline, a former Cheney aide, commissioning the book at a major publisher. You have conservative organizations bulk buying the books, inflating the sales, giving it artificially high numbers.
Coming up in about an hour's time, Dr. Jerome Corsi.
You have hundreds of right-wing radio stations all over the country interviewing the author or doing segments on it.
Good morning, Steve.
You even have Fox News doing segments on it. The center-left has nothing like this in comparison.
Relatively few voters read books like The Obama Nation. Usually, it's the media's reporting of the book that people read and are often influenced by.
Well, the best I can say for the media's performance this time around is not as bad as 2004, the last time this was done.
Did you approach this objectively or not?
I don't think that really reflects a huge change on the part of the way that the media are reporting. If anything, it suggests that a well-organized pushback by media watch groups and Democrats can have an effect of countering the smears in the media.
Those media watch groups that live on the internet are more numerous and more effective than in 2004. They have not just rebutted Corsi's work on their websites, they've confronted him on the mainstream media.
Of the first 11 footnotes in the book, in 9 of them, Corsi quotes Corsi. In other words, he quotes previous writings of his own.
So the question is, why on earth would anyone listen to what he has to say about Barack Obama?
Mr. Corsi appeared on the Larry King Show with Paul Waldman of Media Matters, who's done a great job of debunking some of the misstatements in this book and elsewhere.
Think about what kind of malicious innuendo this is. What he says in his book is raising the possibility that, maybe Barack Obama was doing drugs in the Senate.
This was one of the first times that one of these authors of smear-type books was forced to appear with someone who disagrees with him.
Well, you can put slime in the covers of a book, and it's still slime.
It's really left to the work of media watch groups or political campaigns themselves.
This is what Media Matters does. They frame questions.
This is what we do. We look at what you wrote.
But really, this is something that journalists should be doing themselves. It shouldn't be left to media watch groups.
But too often, that's exactly what happens. And a book like The Obama Nation achieves its intended effect.
Corsi knew that his book was guaranteed publicity.
#1 on the bestseller list.
All he had to do was write something scurrilous.
Talk about these radical associations.
And the machinery and the infrastructure of the right wing would do the rest of the work.
It is the #1 book on the New York Times bestseller list. It's right here. It is called Obama Nation.
And we'll be back here at the Election Post as the campaign unfolds with more stories on the media and the race for the White House.